Sometimes the loudest voices in the room are the ones with the least to say. True power doesn't come from shouting or reacting to every provocation. It comes from mastering yourself, holding your peace, and choosing silence as your shield. In a world obsessed with noise and constant validation, those who understand the strength in silence are the ones who truly control their destiny. Silence is not a sign of weakness. It is the quiet force that fuels resilience, wisdom, and unshakable confidence. In today's chaotic and noisy world, we are often pressured to speak up immediately, to assert our opinions loudly, and to react to every situation with urgency. Social media, constant notifications, and endless conversations push us to fill every silence with words. But true strength is not about how much you say or how loudly you say it. It's about knowing when to hold back and embrace silence. Silence gives us the rare opportunity to pause, reflect, and gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. When we resist the urge to respond impulsively, we allow space for calmness and wisdom to grow within us. It is in these quiet moments, away from the noise and distractions, that we develop emotional resilience and mental clarity. Choosing silence is not an act of weakness or avoidance. Rather, it is a conscious decision to protect our energy, to listen more carefully, and to respond with intention and strength. Those who master the art of silence are often the ones who command respect, inspire others, and remain unshaken by external chaos, because their power comes from within. Silence is one of the most misunderstood qualities in today's world. Many see silence as a sign of weakness, insecurity, or even fear. But in reality, it takes a great deal of inner strength and courage to choose silence over noise. It is easy to react quickly, to shout louder, or to join the endless arguments around us. But silence is a deliberate and powerful choice, a sign that you have control over your emotions and refuse to be a puppet of momentary impulses. When you stay silent in the face of provocation, criticism, or chaos, you are not avoiding the situation. Instead, you are protecting your peace and maintaining your dignity. This kind of silence is a form of self-mastery that allows you to rise above the immediate drama and see things clearly. It gives you the time to observe without judgment, to listen without interruption, and to think deeply before responding. In those quiet moments, you gain perspective and strength that loud words often fail to convey. Silence can communicate confidence, resilience, and wisdom far more effectively than any speech. It commands respect because it shows that you are not easily shaken or distracted by external noise. In a world obsessed with constant communication, the ability to remain silent is a rare skill that reveals a person who is grounded, aware, and powerful. Embracing silence means you are guided by your inner wisdom, not by the chaotic demands of the outside world. It means you choose to act with intention, speak with purpose, and lead with calm assurance. This is the true strength that many fail to recognize. But those who master silence hold a secret power that influences, inspires, and endures. In the journey of life, we often encounter situations that test our patience, challenge our beliefs, and provoke strong emotions. It is in these moments that the power of silence reveals its true value. Choosing silence is not about surrendering or giving up. It is about rising above the noise and chaos with grace and dignity. When you remain silent, you create a space within yourself where anger, frustration, and fear lose their grip. This space allows your mind to calm down and think clearly, helping you avoid rash decisions or hurtful words that you might later regret. Silence is a form of self-respect and emotional intelligence. It shows that you understand the importance of timing and that sometimes the best response is no response at all. The world often rushes to fill every void with sound, but the wise know that silence can be the loudest message of all. It is in silence that you demonstrate your strength to control your impulses and maintain your composure even under pressure. This strength is contagious. It influences others to pause, reflect, and approach situations with a similar calmness. Moreover, silence helps you to listen more deeply, not just to others, but to your own inner voice. It is through this inner dialogue that you connect with your true self, your values, and your purpose. This connection fuels resilience, giving you the courage to face life's challenges without losing your peace. Silence is the foundation upon which patience, wisdom, and true power are built. It is the silent warrior's greatest weapon, an invisible force that moves mountains without making a sound. When you embrace silence, you step into a world where strength is measured not by noise or aggression, but by the depth of your calm and the clarity of your mind. This is the essence of Stoic strength, a power that remains steady, unwavering, and quietly unstoppable. True strength through silence is not just about controlling what you say, it's about mastering your entire being. It's about cultivating patience in a world that demands instant reactions and immediate results. When you choose silence, you step away from the chaos and distractions that cloud judgment and disturb inner peace. This deliberate stillness allows you to observe situations from a higher perspective, to understand motivations, intentions, and consequences more clearly. Silence acts like a mirror, reflecting not only the external world, but also your own thoughts and emotions with honesty and clarity. It teaches you humility by reminding you that you don't need to prove yourself constantly to others, because your worth is not defined by how loud you speak, but by how true you remain to yourself. More importantly, silence is a practice of self-restraint and discipline, qualities that build character over time and prepare you to face life's inevitable challenges with grace. In moments of silence, you gather strength to make wiser decisions, to avoid unnecessary conflicts, and to nurture your mental and emotional health. It's in this calm state that you develop resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks without losing your composure. This connection to your inner self fosters clarity about your goals and values, helping you live a life aligned with your true purpose. In contrast, speaking hastily or reacting out of emotion often leads to regret, misunderstandings, and wasted energy. Therefore, silence is not emptiness, it is fullness. It is the fertile ground where strength, wisdom, and peace grow. Those who embrace this power of silence become leaders not through force, but through presence. They inspire by example, showing that real strength is quiet, steady, and enduring. This Stoic wisdom reminds us that sometimes the most profound impact comes not from the words we say, but from the silence we hold. Silence is a form of strength that transforms the way we experience life itself. When we embrace silence, we are not just withdrawing from external noise, but stepping into a profound inner sanctuary where true power resides. In this quiet space, we find clarity amidst confusion, peace amidst turmoil, and courage amidst fear. It is easy to get caught up in the endless cycle of arguing, defending, and reacting, but real strength lies in breaking free from this cycle. By choosing silence, you show that you are not controlled by the opinions of others or the chaos of the moment. Instead, you are anchored by your own values and convictions. This kind of strength is visible to those who observe with understanding. It commands respect without demanding it, and it influences without forcing. Moreover, silence allows us to connect more deeply with others because it teaches us to listen, not just to words, but to the emotions and intentions behind them. Listening with silence creates empathy, builds trust, and opens the door to genuine communication and understanding. It is through this silent presence that relationships grow stronger and conflicts find resolution. On a personal level, silence nourishes the soul, giving us the space to heal, to dream, and to grow. It reminds us that our worth is not measured by how loud we are or how often we speak, but by the strength of our character and the depth of our wisdom. Ultimately, silence is the foundation of all true strength, a strength that is patient, persistent, and peaceful. It is a power that cannot be taken away because it comes from within. When you learn to value and wield this power, you become unstoppable, not because you shout the loudest, but because your silence speaks volumes.